Hey gang, AV here. Welcome to my review of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club exclusive Dr. Mindbender in his Arctic garb, or, purple coat. Here he is out of the box, which we will have a look at the figure in just 1 second. But first, we're going to have a look at the box that he came in, which is right here. It's just a brown mailer box, just covering up my address for privacy's sake. It does not say Funko Publications on the return address this time. It just says no name, actually, just Arlington, Texas address, parcel select. My name and address are underneath the file card here. Speaking of the file card, if you'd like to read it, feel free to pause the video and do so now. Okay, when you opened up the box, your figure, file card, and accessory bag were all in this bag here, which was not taped closed. It was actually sealed closed, and I had to cut it open when I received the figure. The accessory bag is right here. That was just taped closed. Excuse me. And we're gonna have a look at his accessories first, starting with his figure base, which is white this time around. It says codename Dr. Mindbender there on the front. Has 2 foot pegs, a raised Cobra sigil, and on the bottom, copyright 2007 Hasbro. So it's the same stamped mold that they used for all the figure stands. That one's just in white. He does come with this Cobra laptop. Whoops, dropped it. It has a nice painted Cobra sigil there on the front, and some molded detail there on the bottom. When you open it up, there is a molded on keyboard there, but there's no screen detail, unfortunately. A little sticker would have been nice, but that is what you get. And now let's have a look at some of the accessories I have on the figure. He does come with this pistol, which fits a little snug in his hand, but there it is. Very cool. And of course he comes with his cattle prod assembly. Unlike the vintage figure, it's not just a box that he has to drag around via the hose. This is actually a backpack which has the hose that plugs into it. Some nice painted detail on there. It also has this notch on the side. I'm not sure what the notch is for, frankly. I checked, the prod itself doesn't plug in there that I can tell. Still, it looks pretty cool. I'm definitely glad to see that it actually fits on the figure's back. That way he doesn't have to drag it, like I said earlier. Does come with a standard hose, which is, I'm gonna say, 5 inches long. And then you have the cattle prod torture device thingy. Not too bad. Alright, now for the figure himself, let's have a look at some of this detail. He's got the trademark monocle there. White fur collar, purple coat. It's very flamboyant. He's always on the run from the fashion police, Dr. Mindbender. Anyhow, here he is. His articulation, his head is on a ball joint. I don't think I could get it to do a full 360 because the collar definitely gets in the way. He does turn side to side, though. He can look down pretty decent, up a little bit, a little tilt from side to side to get some emotion out of him. Arms can do a full 360. They can go up about that high. There's nothing at the bicep. Elbows can flatten out and bend about 90 degrees, so that's good. Wrists will do a full 360, and they do have wrist hinge, so he can hinge his hands down and up on both hands. He has his ab crunch here, which gives you a decent range of motion there. His legs, however, are greatly hindered by his coat. You can barely move them. There is a slit here, so you're definitely going to get more out of his right leg than his left, and that's as far as you can get that to go out. He does double jointed knees, but they're kind of wasted on him. Unfortunately, you can bend his knee about that much. His ankles will do a full 360. He can point his toes down pretty far and up a little bit. So, standard articulation on Dr. Mindbender, but it is greatly hindered by his outfit. Still, he looks cartoon accurate, which is really cool. I do approve of that. I do think that a molded coat in this particular case is definitely better than a fabric one. So the limited articulation is a little forgivable just because he does look the part quite well. Here he is next to a vintage G.I. Joe figure, so you can get the size comparison going. He is noticeably taller than him. Here he is next to a vintage collection Luke Skywalker, noticeably taller than him. Here he is next to a Boss Fight Studio blank. He fits right in with that scale. And Marvel Universe Captain America figure. He's noticeably taller, but he's Captain America. He should be. So, anyhow, all in all, I think he's a great figure. Like I said, his articulation is hindered, but he looks great. He looks screen accurate. I do like his accessories. I think the white figure stand is a nice touch because he belongs in an Arctic environment, you know, so it makes sense. All in all, I think he's a great figure. If you happen to find one on the aftermarket and you're interested, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you got him. This has been AV. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.